Hello. Today we will go with this multi-stage amplifier in analog electronics. Dear friends, I am here, Lalit Kumar P. Bhaiya, Associate Professor, Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Department. And today I am coming with this video on multi-stage amplifier. You are the students of 4th semester Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering as well as of Electrical Engineering. Dear friends, we will go through this multi-stage amplifier. This multi-stage amplifier, already you are aware with this article, multi-stage amplifier. But even then, as a review, I am going to give the detailing of this multi-stage amplifier. Why we need the multi-stage amplifier? Multi-stage amplifier are basically more than one stages are connected in cascade. You know, just I will go and draw a simple diagram here. This is the amplifier 1, which has the open loop gain A1 and is cascaded with the amplifier 2, which has the open loop gain A2, and so on. We can connect number of amplifiers in cascade, and finally we have the output voltage at the final stage of the amplifier here, and input is applied to the first stage. This number of stages cascaded are called as the multi-stage amplifier. Now, what is the basic need of this multi-stage amplifier? This multi-stage amplifier basically provides the high gain. Gain is multiplied here. You know, gain is given by AV, and this AV is abbreviated as a voltage gain, and which is equal to output voltage upon input voltage. And by looking to this diagram here, we find that the individual gains are A1, A2 and A3. Simply we will multiply here these gains A1 into A2 into A3. Now you can observe here the gain is multiplied. That means overall gain of the multi-stage amplifier increases. This gain is increases. But as you are observing here, this gain increases. In practically it is not like this, because what happens, we connect the load at the output side of the multi-stage amplifier. In practically what happens, the loading effect will be on the last amplifier. Loading effect will be on the last amplifier, and this load plus last amplifier have the loading effect on the previous stage, and the loading effect that this RL, A3 and A2 will be on the first stage. So overall, if we observe, the A3 will be reduces due to this loading effect. The A2 will be reduces due to this A3 and AL, and similarly A1 will be reduces due to A2, A3 and RL. So due to overall loading effect, this gain gets reduced. This is only the disadvantage of this multi-stage amplifier. So dear students, what we have to do while designing this multi-stage amplifier, the loading effect should be considered first. If we try to avoid the loading effect, then no one amplifier is better than like this multi-stage amplifier. So you have to avoid the loading effect of this multi-stage amplifier. Now, this is about the overall gain. If we consider neglecting the loading effect, this voltage gain is always better in case of the multi-stage amplifier. This is the first parameter which is very advantageous in case of the multi-stage amplifier. What is the next important parameter of this multi-stage amplifier? As I am saying about the advantage, the next parameter, if we look, which is the bandwidth. Bandwidth is also very important. You are already heard about the bandwidth. What is this bandwidth? Bandwidth is nothing but the difference of the two frequencies. We can refer like this: the higher cutoff frequency minus lower cutoff frequency gives the bandwidth. and you are already heard about the bandwidth, and we have also studied in the previous prerequisite subject of this analog electronics, that is basic electronics. So in basic electronics we have already gone about this bandwidth, but even then the effect of the bandwidth with the help of this multi-stage amplifier, I will tell you here. Just go through 1 minute through this effect of this bandwidth. I have already told you about this voltage gain, multi-stage amplifier voltage gain, and next is the bandwidth. Now what is this bandwidth here? If we see the characteristics, let us see. Just within 2 minutes I will explain this one with the help of this characteristics. What is the effect of the bandwidth with the help of this multi-stage amplifier? Here this is the frequency and this is the maximum gain. Supposed to be, I will write this A1 into A2 into A3. The product of this will be, I can write here A. Let us say I will write in terms of a magnitude of AB, and this characteristics is something like this. This is the characteristics here, and this is the maximum gain. This is called as AV max. Whatever you can write here, this is maximum gain, and the 3 dB below, if this gain is considered in terms of decibels, then you have to consider the 3 dB less than this maximum gain. Or suppose this is in magnitude, it is in ratio, then you can multiply by 0.707 times this AV max. So I will consider this gain here, supposed to be a 0.707 times this AV max. So this is 3 dB less than the maximum gain in terms of dB, otherwise 0.707 times AV max than this maximum value. So at this 0.707 times AV max, I will get the two frequencies here. This one frequency is called as the lower cutoff frequency, and the another frequency is called as the higher cutoff frequency. These two frequencies I will get here, and this frequency difference between these two is called as the bandwidth. This is referred as the bandwidth. Now my dear students, tell me, what do you understand by this bandwidth looking to this diagram? This is very important. If you look within this particular period, this response is constant. This response is a flat response, and this flat response is important in all cases. Suppose I am talking here and my voice speech is there. So what you want to learn or what you want to see, my speech should be clear and flat within the particular range of the frequency. That's why I need the bandwidth. So you are already heard in television, every channel has a particular bandwidth, and within this bandwidth only you will see a better performance of the particular channel. Or if you change a certain frequency of the bandwidth, the channel will be disturbed, voice will be disturbed, or composite signal will be disturbed in the television channel, and that's why this bandwidth is important. From where we will get this bandwidth? This is the question. The bandwidth can obtain only by cascading the amplifiers. It is only possible by cascading these amplifiers. Hence, bandwidth is very important factor to get the large bandwidth. Cascading is very important role. Cascading plays an important role. So dear friends, I have already told about this bandwidth. So this is a very important and second factor of this cascaded amplifier. So dear students, remember about the bandwidth, and this is a very necessary and important thing in case of the cascading amplifiers. So this is all about the bandwidth, which I have told you about the second factor. First factor we have seen about the voltage gain. This is the voltage gain which is very advantageous, and second is the bandwidth. I have already told about the voltage gain, and we have also seen just now about the bandwidth. And the third is the current gain. Current gain which we represent by AI here, voltage gain which we represent by AR, and this bandwidth is represented by, let us say I can write here BW, or you can represent as FF. FF means it represents a full bandwidth or bandwidth with feedback. right? Then number 4, we have the input impedance. This is also a very important factor while considering this multi-stage amplifier. Why? I will tell you. I have, suppose this is a public address system which we are using. Whatever I am talking, and this will be amplified at the loudspeaker side, and you will get the very loud voice. Why? Because in the amplifier before the loudspeaker, we are using these multi-stages audio amplifiers, and in that multi-stage audio amplifier, to get the proper voice at the loudspeaker side, we need the input impedance should be matching. Our impedance between the loudspeaker and impedance between the amplifier should be very perfectly. Or directly you can say this is my input, this is a microphone here, and this is a loudspeaker here. So between loudspeaker and microphone, it is necessary to match the input impedance. Without matching of the input impedance, it is not possible to reconstruct the signal at the loudspeaker side from the microphone. So therefore, we need the impedance matching, and that's why this factor is very important, that is input impedance. Input impedance of each stage, and overall I can write here the input impedance. This is called as Ri dash. Ri dash is the overall input impedance of the whole multi-stage amplifier which is constructed here supposed to be, and individual, this is Ri1, this is Ri2, this is Ri3. This is the individual input impedance, and finally I have supposed to be a Ro dash. This Ro dash is called as the overall effective output impedance at the output of the multi-stage amplifier. So while considering this Ro dash, we must have to consider this Ri dash also, and therefore we need to have the good input impedance of the multi-stage amplifier. So therefore we dear students, try to understand these things, the importance of the input impedance, why we need this multi-stage amplifier. So this is fourth factor, input impedance. And finally we require this output impedance, that is RO, which I have already told you, because I am using the this is the simple example which I am telling you about the public address system. Lot of examples may be there about the amplifiers, but this is nearby one. Public address system is one of the most important and physical example which we can see in daily use. So at this end loudspeaker is here. So loudspeaker itself has a load, and therefore we need to know about the load at the output in terms of the Ro dash, and by calculation, by design procedure, we can calculate Ro dash, this Ri dash, Ri1, Ri2, Ri3, etc. and load on the multi-stage amplifier. So this is one of the factor in case of the multi-stage amplifier. So dear friends, dear students, you just remember these 5 points about the multi-stage amplifier. These 5 points are very important as far as if you design or if you become an electronics engineer, you must know while designing this multi-stage amplifier. So this is the first thing. Later on of this multi-stage amplifier. Now one more thing before concluding this video particularly on this, I would like to tell you one more thing, and in next video we will go about the details about this thing also. Here these stages are cascaded, which I have shown in the diagram. But what actually happens when we connect the output of the first stage to the input of the second stage? Similarly, output of the next stage to the input of the second next stage, like this. In between the two stages, we can use the coupling also. So coupling is also a very important factor while designing the multi-stage amplifier. So there are 3 types of coupling. Number 1 is called as a direct coupling. We will see in the next video. Just I will tell you the types of coupling here, and we conclude about this multi-stage amplifier basic things. So here first coupling is the direct coupling, which you can see here, just a direct connected are here without any coupling components. And the second one is the this RC coupling. Another one is the RC coupling, where RC means resistor and capacitor coupling. We will use one resistor and one capacitor connected between the output of the first stage and input of the second stage. And third one is transformer coupling. Transformer coupling. So transformer is used, primary of the transformer is connected to the input side and secondary of the transformer connected to the output side. So this transformer coupling is used. So dear friends, dear students, next time we will go through the details of this coupling also in case of the multi-stage amplifier. So for listening my lecture here properly, patiently, I am thanking you, and next time we will see these different types of coupling. Thank you very much.